obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
So there will be an Australian world champion tonight, but will it be Kaye Scott from New South Wales or Desley Robinson from Queensland? It's a rematch. They went the distance in March. Now they settle the score with a world title belt on the line. Scott and Robinson straight back to where it all finished off the first time around, and it is Scott coming forward. Robinson just watching and trying to find her on the way in. Two big, tall middleweights. And they sit down on their shots here in the opening rounds of this world title fight. The vacant IBF middleweight belt is up for grabs as Scott throws a nice right hand. What do you think about what your stablemate Scott is doing at the early stage we are at here, as she covers up to a little barrage from Robinson, then comes back with a couple of shots of her own, Sam?
I was going to say she started real well, got back to centre ring, that's what she's got to do more of. So got to keep looking to earn those backhands behind that lead in. So keep control of the fight and do it for fun. Beautiful stuff right there.
She's really pressing forward, is Scott, trying to get in the face of Robinson and throw her big shots, and Robinson happy to turn a couple around on her as she does so. Long jab to the body from Kaye Scott.
She's just got to keep that pressure on, stay on the edge and look to land her shots.
She presses forward again. Just ducks the head as she does so. Robinson tries to come back. Scott covers up. Jab from Scott. Leaping out with that left hand is Robinson. She finds a right hand through the middle as well. Scott does the same. Robinson comes back with a right hand. Reaching out to the body with the right hand is Kaye Scott. Robinson with a long jab. Then she goes to the body. They both miss over the top. Good shot with the right hand from Scott as well. Both of them had some success in that opening round.
Both two highly skilled girls, and you're going to see a lot of it. It's going to be a lot of back and forth, exactly like the first fight. I know people had mixed opinions of the first fight, but it was a very close contest and great fight.
You go, that's when you're going to get her again, okay? You missed about 3 opportunities there. Pick those hands up, okay? She's pushing forward, keep picking her with numbers. Numbers is the key. Start fast, up deep breath.
Okay. Yeah.
Breathe deep breaths.
So that is Chris McCullen in the corner of Desley Robinson, and it is Sam Goodman's corner in the corner of Kaye Scott. Joel Keegan, Luke Phipps, and the cut man is Brian Wilmot, one of the most experienced in the country, and just a little bit of bruising and redness to deal with on that eye of Scott that he has after the opener. And Scott very keen on pressing forward and trying to throw punches first, but now it's Robinson who presses forward. And she tries to lead the action. Scott trying to dictate terms, but Robinson won't have it. She leapt forward and threw with power there for a moment. And it's so hard to score these sorts of fights, especially over 2-minute rounds, and there was such divided opinion over what happened the first time around as well. Kaye Scott got the result. The Robinson camp were filthy. Plenty of watching this one with a lot of interest, because there is so much on the line, and both of these fighters are working so hard here in this second round. Clearly the plan, Sam, is for Kaye to go forward and to lead the action.
100%. I think Kaye's looking a lot better when she's going forward and when she's backing Desley up. She's just going to look to keep building effective pressure and get her shots off.
Marching forward again, slowly is Scott. Robinson just uses the ring. No shortage of Queenslanders have made the trip for this one. As Robinson just finds a hooking right hand that catches a bit of Scott and a bit of glove. Reaching to the body with that right hand is Scott. Robinson comes forward, just misses, and that round is just raced by. Good action in the second, which felt like it went for about 30 seconds.
Very close rounds too. I wouldn't like to be a judge once again in this fight.
One bit of fucked up defence in that. None, zero. Alright? I don't want us opening up at all. Going backwards for a reason. It doesn't look comfortable. Your job is to hold that edge all night. Keep her uncomfortable. Have an answer when she gives you a bum rush. Now that we knock the bum rushes off. We're not lunging anymore, okay? We're gonna earn a rope and earn a good shot and let it go. Keep breathing. We're 2 down, we're 2 in. We're doing well. While everything's going backwards, we're holding it there.
So that is a very familiar voice to you, Sam Goodman, Joel Keegan. What was he saying there, and what do you make of it?
I think he just wants her to build on her pressure, definitely stay forward, deal with when Desley sort of comes at her and rushes her and tries to put her back on the rope, deal with that, then get back on pretty quickly and look to close the space. And like I said, build that effective pressure. That's when Kaye's definitely at her best.
Now the pace will not slow here because these two are so very, very fit, and they are fighting 2-minute rounds. They kept it up throughout last time around, and they look in as good, if not better condition this time, with the world title on the line. Robinson tries to go to the body of Scott. They get in tight enough to do so for a moment. Scott goes to the body of Robinson. Long jab from Robinson, and then she moves backwards. Scott just creeps forward. Scott tries to lead. Robinson just ties her up there for a minute. Body shot from Scott, an attempted one at least, and now they just look at each other for a moment, with again Scott pressing forward and jabbing. Right hand from Robinson, and another right hand from Robinson as Scott covers up. Then they tangle. Ignatius Misolides, our World Championship referee, gets them to part ways and puts them back together at centre ring. Robinson just can't find Scott at that range, and then she just finds a short right hand. And one meaningful punch in rounds like this can be enough to sway judges, because they are so very close. They tangle again. Very experienced judges we have too. Philip Holliday, Charlie Lucas and Carl Zapier are those judges who may be oh so important in this one, as these two fighters continue to toss out long punches over the top at each other. Scott turns a little left hook around. They come back together and slam into each other. And it's another round down. Another tense and so they liked what they saw from Robinson in our most recent rounds. As she comes forward and throws long to the body, and then Scott over the top with the right hand. Working is Robinson over the top. A little left hand from Robinson too. To the body goes Kaye Scott, long with the right hands. Scott is still inching forward, but not with the same sort of intent that we saw earlier in the fight. Will Robinson take that role? Over the top goes Robinson. That's a good shot. Plenty of glove caught it for Scott, but Robinson sat down on that right hand, and then she mixes it up and throws with the same hand to the body. Straight through the guard as well is Robinson. Now comes Scott, bursting back towards her. Going backwards is Scott as Robinson tried to make the action. There's a little shot from Robinson too with that left hand. Heads to slam together. Scott tries to throw away. To the body goes Robinson and they tangle. I mentioned the amateur career of Kaye Scott, a trailblazer indeed. Medals at the World Champs and the Com Games. Desley Robinson, though, she's #1 in the world. She made this world title fight possible. And they are working so very hard in the world title fight here in Sydney. Scott and Robinson as we head backstage to Nico.
Welcome back. It's been nearly 2 years since we've seen you in the ring. How are the nerves ahead of your big return?
I feel great, very calm and ready to go.
A lot of the discussion around this fight has been the massive move up in weight. What makes you feel like you have the power to hang at this level?
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm not too concerned about the weight. I'm just concerned about getting in there and doing my job right now. You know, I've got a tough fight ahead of me, so I'm ready to perform.
What do you want to get out of this fight tonight, bro?
Look, my objective is to get the win, full stop, with whatever it takes.
Thanks for your time. Good luck tonight, bro.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Well, he weighed in 72 kilograms yesterday. He's nothing like that right now. He is a monster, is Brock Jarvis, a huge middleweight about to make his middleweight debut.
He's absolutely huge at the moment. He's pretty jacked, so it's pretty crazy to see the progression he's went through from where he started at the start of his career to where he is now.
He's moved up 20 kilos, is Brock Jarvis. He'll be in our main event. Right now we're watching the world title fight. Desley Robinson and Kaye Scott. Both of them working really hard to start round number 5 of this one. Really close fight so far. And now they are digging deep and trying to up their punches. One, two, three, and 4. Good activity there from Desley Robinson, who just steps back, throws a couple of shots. Caught Kaye Scott with a jab as well. Scott just steps back for a moment. I think Robinson liked to see that.
Yeah, I think Kaye's just got to keep the pressure on. She's got to stay forward, keep looking to score. If it comes in close there, she's got to go through the middle.
They're told to work there, but neither were intent on doing so. So Ignatius Missilides just splits them up again. He's asked them to work from here. Will they do so? Yes, it is Scott who shoves Robinson away. Robinson tries to find her with that right hand encounter, and then she shoves Scott across the ring. Throws a right hand that gets through the guard. Hanging on now is Scott. Robinson happy to oblige. She jabs and then through to the body. To Robinson, she throws a left hook as well. Scott finds a left hook. Right hand from Robinson gets through the middle. She takes a deep breath as Desley Robinson, the Queenslander. Good cheer from the Robinson camp with that little right hand that she threw on the inside. Scott misses over the top. Robinson tries to work from there. Scott goes backwards. Robinson is that throws some shots, but the referee gets in the way and ends the round. This is the Robinson corner.
That's what we want. Love is good. Deep, slow breaths. Just close your eye for a minute. Just listen to Chris. Hey, have you got more than that? Yeah. Okay, then get more. That's the round we want. Okay. Let's take her out. Sit low on those punches, keep hooking the body, and go every time. Now you start to get inside on what you're going round the back.
Okay.
Round the back and pull, okay? Still keep the basics. Start fast, finish strong. Slow breath, slow breath. Slow breath.
Go the back. See to be free. Do not let go.
No.
You're a winner. Let's go.
And while you're watching this, you can scan that QR code, order the pay-per-view. Naoya Inoue fighting against the man sitting alongside me, Sam Goodman, for all of the belts in Tokyo on Christmas Eve. What else are you going to do on Christmas Eve but watch an Aussie take on the world? Right now, two Aussies fighting for a world title. Interesting conversation in the corner of Robinson too. Chris McCullen said, "Have you got more than that?" She said, "Yep." I said, "Well, what are you doing then? Let's go." And she's done exactly that. The trainer gets her going.
Absolutely nothing in this one, just to get very similar to the first one. It's a pick and fight.
They wrestle and they hold on. And he's working hard, the referee. They come together, heads just clash again. Both strong middleweights. And they work from close quarters there for a moment. Then they're back at their range here with Scott moving forward. I mentioned the injury that Robinson had just 4 weeks before this fight. You can see up close the bandaging around that ankle and foot. There's a fracture there. She's been training in a moon boot, so just being here, quite stunning really for Robinson, but she was not going to give up a domestic world title opportunity. As she jabs away and Scott comes back towards her. There's a good shot from Robinson, but Scott scored well too. And there's Scott with a left hook. The heads come towards each other and Robinson works underneath. Scott tries to finish over the top. 20 seconds left here, round number 6. Scott with the right hands. And we enter the final 10 seconds here as they try to work on the inside. Another round down. And I don't know what you'd be doing with these as a judge because there's just moments between them.
I'm happy sitting here, not around the ring where the judges are sitting.
All right, now you're going to find out who you are.
Here's Joel Keegan.
We're 4 rounds to go, and we need to win all 4. Okay, we're down by 2, I reckon. Okay, it ain't going to be one at long range. We need to get on it. We need to get on her chest. We need to be cleaner than what we are. Landed a couple of handing left hooks.
Chin down.
We can't let her load up on us at long range. All right, we've got to marry these elbows with our feet, get in tight and go up the middle and around the side. But that's you doing it. That's you fucking going for and being smart about it.
Let's go.
Chin down what we say.
Come on, Dom. Okay.
Come on, show me all 4 rounds. Let's go.
So, Joel Keegan in Kaye Scott's corner says we're down by 2, we need all 4 rounds. Is that what he truly believes, Sam, or is he trying to get her rolling here?
Could be a bit of both. It could be a bit of both. So he's definitely trying to light a fire under Kaye and get her going. And you know, we don't like leaving fights close. We like to see clear, decisive decisions. So we know she's got to be better, and you've got to be dominant to get these decisions every time.
Yeah, the next time that the Fox Sports and main event audience hears that voice in a corner, Joel Keegan it will be, talking to Sam Goodman between rounds in Tokyo, Christmas Eve. Goodman fighting for all the belts against Naoya Inoue. Right now, stablemate Kaye Scott in a world title fight here. He's told her she has to win all the rounds from here. Desley Robinson working really, really hard. We've talked about the injury that she had, the fractured foot 4 weeks ago. But she's here and she's working.
No cheap shots at the back of the head.
And Ignatius Missilides just gives a little warning, the referee, about shots to the back of the head. Scott looked so good in the early stages when she was pushing forward and leading the action. Robinson having more and more success the further that it goes, with more of a stationary target at times in Scott. Now she presses forward, and a good right hand it is from Robinson as well. The heads came together. There is huge swelling as well on the head of Kaye Scott. A big egg right on the head of Scott. The heads, I think, came together pretty savagely there for a moment. And we'll get a good look at what has happened to the forehead of Scott, and it is not pretty. They go again. And she will be able to feel that there is some damage there. She won't know how pronounced it is, Kaye Scott, but we certainly do. And they trade to the bell, and one of the country's leading cutmen, Brian Wilmot, has something else to deal with, and he puts a big bag of ice on it straight away.
I need what I want the whole 2 minutes. All right, you're going to bruise yourself in the next 1 minute. Okay?
Nothing worth having comes easy, Kaye. Let's work for this.
This is the moment that laid the egg. Little left hand after the head clash for her troubles too, Kaye Scott. That'd be uncomfortable, Sam.
Yeah, it's definitely not what you want having those heads coming together. Sometimes it can be the most damage you cop in the fight. You feel it straight away, so definitely going to have to be mindful of that.
So it is all on the line here. The world title up for grabs. Clarissa Shields, one of the best of all time, was the last lady to hold this belt, and now 2 Aussies are fighting for it here in Sydney. Robinson starting to get some sort of ascendancy in this fight. Scott started very, very strongly, and she continues to work so hard with that major swelling on the forehead to Scott. Robinson growing in confidence, and the Scott corner have told her they need every single round here. Right hand from Robinson. Disguised it well too.
You're going to the back, so watch that punch.
Another warning about punches to the back of the head for Robinson. And trying to work on the inside is Robinson. Scott trying to work over the top. Halfway through this, the 8th round. The 10-round world title fight. Digging in with the right hands is Robinson. And trying to work and get on the inside and punch is Kaye Scott. How are you feeling about things here, Sam?
Got to do more of that. Got to get closer and got to put that work in. So she's just got to stay on the edge and look to work. There's a lot of holding going on. I think Desley just looked up at the clock as well. So the girls are definitely both feeling the pace of this fight, but I think Kaye's just got to stay close and really put that pressure on.
15 seconds left here in round 8 as the heads slam into each other again.
Just about to say, I think that was another big head clash just there.
Another round down, round 8. So we have 2 rounds left in the world title fight as Brian Wilmot gets his bag of ice on that huge egg, and Joel Keegan starts to yell at her.
No leaking on the back foot. Our chin down, trusting our own right hand on left hook.
Kick your leg down.
All right? Bring your feet with you. All right? Right hand, the left hook, the left uppercut, through the middle. But get there and stay there.
Control your breathing.
Do not let on, she's holding you too well. All right, we've got to get our hands free. I need 2 rounds. I know I can need them.
2 rounds. 4 minutes, Kaye. 4 minutes.
Hit a rope.
No regrets here, Kaye. No fucking regrets.
She swings it to the left hook. I want you to kick it.
And the heads came together again. Not quite the same result as the last time, but more of it, and a lot of urgency now in the Scott corner. They are getting desperate and pressing her forward. Can she do the same? Kaye Scott, a World Championship and Commonwealth Games medalist, desperately looking to add a world title as she turns around a left hook. Robinson scored and Scott came back with a left hand. Right hand from Robinson. Desley Robinson felt very hard done by in that first encounter between these two fighters. But now they're doing it again with a world title on the line, and she is digging deep. So is Kaye Scott. Robinson, just 4 weeks ago, she fractured her foot. And she's punching well. She took a shot there from Kaye Scott. She gave a couple back. She tries to work to the body too. Deep breaths, both fighters. They both have a little break and then they explode. Body work from Robinson. Scott has to go forward. It's when she looks at her best. What are you sensing around your team, Sam?
Look, just a bit of urgency, just trying to get her to fight how she needs to fight. Send her forward and she's got to get close and go to work. Got to let her hands go and go up through the middle when she gets in there. Good fighting.
So they'll head back to the stalls for the final time in the world title fight. Desley Robinson takes a deep breath, and here's Chris McCullen in her corner.
I want numbers and I want power, okay? You landed a cracking 1-2, then you looked at her. Let's get back behind the jab. We do not need to be in close, okay? Okay. You don't need to stop trying. Okay, let's go. Sit down. Work behind that jab, double jab, right. Then let's follow it up. Sit low. Okay. Last round. You need this round. Let's be the champion of the world. Okay? You want to look at it or you want to be it? Then get up, walk to the middle of the ring and show them why you're the boss. Go. We need it. Let's go.
All motivation in that Robinson corner. Chris McCullen sends her out. Robinson ready to rumble. Kaye Scott with all the damage on her forehead. She won the first fight. Has this one got away? A very, very close one. But the ascendancy seems to be with Robinson. And they both work as you'd imagine they would, with a world title on the line. 90 seconds left in this fight. Two Aussies fighting for the belts. But only one of them can be crowned a world champion here in Sydney tonight. And they twist and tangle, and now they throw punches at this range. Ignatius Missilides pulls them apart, and it's Scott coming forward, Robinson scoring. Good shots from Desley Robinson. Sends Scott back into her own corner for a moment. And she ducks through to Robinson and gets a loose hand and throws right hands. 40 seconds left in this world title fight. How are you feeling about it, Sam Goodman?
It's a close fight. It's an extremely close fight. Flip a coin, Ben, flip a coin. I don't think there's really been a decisive winner.
Well, let's see if something decisive can happen here over the final 20 seconds to clinch this 10th round at least. And the heads came together again, and there is now swelling all over the left eye of Desley Robinson as she mocked to headbutt. And then she comes towards the head slam into each other again. And things are getting messy at the end of the world title fight. They go the distance. They're not happy with each other. And there's plenty of bruising, but also a whole lot of bravado. A world title fight, a rematch goes the distance in Sydney. Kaye Scott and Desley Robinson, the scars and the swelling of battle clear for all to see, but one of these ladies will very, very soon be crowned a world champion. Robinson and Scott, an all-quality rematch and a tense and tight world title fight. What did you see throughout the course of those 10 two-minute rounds, Sam?
Well, it was an all-action fight, great fight, much like the first one. So it was, all action, a lot of punches, high pace. What a good showing for women's boxing in Australia.
No doubt about that. We're going to see another very good female fight on this card as well. It's now the co-main event. Shannon O'Connell and Jasmine Parr. That'll be the second last of the fights that you see here on Fox Sports this evening. Next up will be the professional boxing debut of two-time Olympian and Commonwealth Games medalist Callum Peters. He takes on Mitchell Holden. And our ring announcer, Stephen Payos, can unveil the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 magnificent rounds of World Championship boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards for the decision. Judge Philip Holliday scores the contest 97-93. Judge Charlie Lucas scores the contest 97-93. Judge Carl Zapier scores the contest 98-92. All three judges have the decision as a unanimous points decision victory. It goes in favour of your winner, who also becomes the new Women's IBF Middleweight Champion of the World,